Then in the sixth round, and I owe this man an apology. I butchered his last name. Quincy Roche. I initially called him Roche. So yeah, my apologies on that.
Quincy I didn't know Roche. Either. I had to hear the announcer say his name. I'm like, all right, I like the flair to the name though.
Yeah, definitely. I never heard the name. I just looked him up and I was like, all right, cool. And I get to watching the tape and I'm like, yeah, I did everything but look at his last name. Or like to hear the pronunciation. So yes, my apologies, Quincy. But Quincy Rocheshaw, the 2016 pick in the sixth round for the Pittsburgh Steelers out of the University of Miami. Shout out to the U too, man. He was the third guy they had taken, man. Like that's nuts. You know, my other team, they got the other one.
Bills.
They got Russo, absolutely. Yep, and then Jalen went after that. So yeah, it was good, man. I was like, yo, even though he was the third guy, he was still a productive player.
Bro.
You turn the tape on, it jumps. Like I got super excited about him.
Yeah,
I was super excited.
Yeah, I was going crazy. Like the first 3 plays that I watched, I'm like, wait, this dude was a 6th round pick.
Right.
But then I think that's the thing. It flashed really quick. But then I didn't see as much of consistency after that. There's like these, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays that you're just like, holy hell. Mm-hmm. But then the other ones, you're just like, okay.
I mean, you want a little bit more.
This is cool. Yeah. Like I see the talent. That's cool. The thing. That's the thing that mattered to me the most was the talent right off the bat. And the speed, and then just some of his like counter moves and stuff,
bro.
Yeah, it was like some of these offensive linemen didn't even have a chance. So a lot of people were saying he was a steal for us, which after watching the highlight tapes and stuff, I'm like, okay, I could definitely see that. Yeah. I don't know what makes him necessarily a better pro. Like, how do you hone in on some of this stuff? I don't know if it's his tackling technique or what he needs to get better at more consistently. But a lot of people were saying his Temple tape was better than Miami. I don't know if that's maybe just because Temple, they're facing lesser competition.
Could be.
Maybe 2020, weird year, college football. Yeah. Maybe you want to make those excuses first year in Miami. I'm not sure, but I like the pick. We need depth at outside linebacker. It looks like he could step in right away and at least maybe give you 5 to 10 snaps.
Yes.
Played on both sides. At Temple. I'm not sure if he played both sides at Miami. But it doesn't matter. We just need someone.
I kept seeing him on that right side in Miami.
Yeah, we just need someone to come in and spell Water Highsmith for 5 or 10 snaps. And it seems like just based off his talent, he'll be able to do that. You just need a pass rushing specialist for this year, and who knows how he could develop.
Yes. I'm extremely high on Quincy, man. I think this guy can really develop. The first thing that jumped out to me was his playmaking, right? In terms of that burst. You either have it or you don't have it. You don't, he gets to the NFL, he's going to develop a burst. Nah. Some people just don't have it. He has that burst. You talked about it. I love his style of rush, too, because he's not a guy that's going to allow offensive linemen to dictate his rush. He sets that track down, and he's like, I'm getting off this ball. I'm going to go as fast as I can to this spot. If you slow, I'm going to run around you. If you jump out there too fast, I'm going to go inside. And if you're sitting on the tracks, I might go ahead and headbutt you down there now. Like, that's what Quincy brings. But then also, I like the fact that he actually understands how to rush. I watch some of these guys collegiately, and because most of the time, collegiate edge rushers, like when you're good, you're just faster than these guys. Like they just can't touch you. You're just that fast out your stance. So they struggle to translate at the NFL level because everyone's fast. You actually have to work moves. So if you never have to worry about developing a rush plan because you're always just the best athlete on the field versus the tackles you're going against, when you face a guy that actually knows how to kick set and knows how to actually jump out there and make you have to work counters in 2 and 3 moves, well, those guys struggle because they haven't had to develop that. You watch Quincy is already doing that. Quincy's already working rush moves, working counters, has a nice inside move, has a nice stab club that he works on the outside. I saw that and I'm like, this we can work with because athletically you're already gifted. But now seeing that you have a rush plan, that makes me believe that, okay, early on when you're coming out here and you're still learning the NFL level, you're going to have a plan. It's not going to shock you when this tackle is still sitting there 3 yards upfield and you're like, oh, I didn't run around him yet? Like, nah, you're going to have a move that you're going to be able to work. And that, to me, was the most exciting thing. I don't think that he's day one passing Alex Highsmith because Alex Highsmith is a good athlete in his own right and has that year of experience as well. But with Quincy, you definitely have to watch for because I think
athleticism.
Absolutely has more athleticism. And I just think that he could potentially be something if he can develop, if he can continue to show that, hey, not only am I a great athlete, but I can play the run. I know my calls. I can drop into coverage as well. I think he's athletic enough to do all of that stuff. he's gonna have to come here and just work. But I think that this could be a sleeper right here, man.
Yeah, this was a great pick in my opinion. I'm pretty pumped about it.
And he just happened to be in one of my favorite rounds too.
You think 6th round?
Yeah,
you think? You think he won't get like 5 or 10 snaps though, right off the bat?
Absolutely.
Who else do we have? We don't have anyone else. Come on, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's good. Like, for a fact, you're getting your snaps. And I even heard Butts afterwards, Keith Butler, he was talking in this press conference, and he was like, initially this is good competition, but he said, don't think that we're done either. He's like, they still have veterans that they've been looking at that they could potentially sign in free agency.
Oh, wow.
Because for free agency, it's 2 seasons. You have the pre-draft free agency, and then you have post-draft free agency. So we've done the pre-draft part. Now for the Steelers, they just did their draft, they did their undrafted free agents. They're going to go through that. But you also have that second part of the free agency, that June, July time frame, where now you bring in some of these veterans. You've had a chance to see your rookies or these undrafted guys, and you're just kind of like, I don't know if he's going to develop. I don't know if he can pick this up. Let me just spend a little bit more money and get this veteran guy right here. I know he can get the job done. So don't be surprised if that happens as well down the line before the season starts. But as a whole, I think that Quincy definitely upgrades that depth part, because if it was just Cash as your third guy, I'm not too fond of that. But Quincy, I like a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And let me see.
Comments.
Yeah, let me see. Gotta see what the people are saying on Quincy. Oh yeah, Sean says, yeah, Quincy coming in to contribute. Facts. All right. Yeah. Darwin says Roche can be dominant. I do agree with that. Where are we at? Oh, Dier's just asked the question, who we think takes the starting spot between Roche and Highsmith. I said that's the competition right there. That became really interesting. I'm just throwing it out there. It became really interesting.
Competition for this year?
Yeah. The biggest thing that's separating them two right now.
You're just saying day one, like right now, you'd take Highsmith.
I'm taking because he has the year. He already has the system. He's already smart. I've already seen him make plays at this level. I don't have to worry about can he project. The reason why it's intriguing and why it's competition day one, though, is because of how great an athlete Quincy is. And that burst that he has is just, some people just don't have that. He has that, so that's always going to have him in the conversation. The biggest thing that I want to see from Quincy, though, is can you be more than a situational pass rusher? Because Highsmith is more than that right now. Yeah. Highsmith, you can start 17 games with Highsmith out there. He's going to be able to play the run. He could drop into coverage, and he can rush the passer. Quincy right now, he could just rush the passer. I haven't seen him drop in coverage enough. I haven't seen him play the run at the NFL level enough. That's why Highsmith gets the nod right now. But if Quincy could come in and show that he can do those things, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely, like I said, it makes us better, man. All right, the analyzer says Quincy is a great addition to some great young linebackers. I agree with that. Shout out. All right. Then Jonathan said he looks very athletic. I think he's going to do great under TJ and Alex and our coaches. For a fact, him being in that room with TJ is going to rub off. And he has one of the best outside linebacker coaches. In terms of his linebacker coaches, Keith Butler, I promise you will be very hard pressed to find a better linebackers coach. Not defensive coordinator, just strictly linebackers. Butts is one of the smartest guys I've been around when it comes to just linebackers. Not Coach T, not Dick LeBeau. I'm just talking linebackers. Butts, you're not going to find a guy that knows how to coach that position inside and outside better than him. So, yeah, him being around him, that's going to help him out a ton.